honest, there's not really much for me to say about this new episode for My Hero Academia, because yeah, My Hero Academia Season 5 just started earlier today. It came out like a few hours ago, and I only got around into watching it just now. I just finished it, and to be honest, I don't really have that much to say, because all it really is just a reintroduction to the world, you know, with the same like monologue of Deku explaining like, oh yeah, 80% of the population of the world has quirks, and yeah, there are people who use their quirks for villainy, so the job of hero came about, and my name is Midoriya, and I have one for all, and all this fucking bullshit, and blah 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 blah. And then the episode continues with the characters having a little cute character moments with each other, and although I really do like that, it doesn't really do anything to progress the plot and what we really want to see. You know, people who already have seen this in the manga, who are wanting to see this animated, and as people who watched the previous season like I did, we want to know where this is going to be taking us even further, because the show actually starts off immediately after the end of the finale for the previous season, which was season 4, and I thought that was interesting. We actually get to see the characters talk about what they thought about with Endeavor when he was fighting against that like super powered Nomu. I'm pretty sure it was like a different version of a Nomu. I'm not really sure though, because it's been a little bit since I've really had to think about My Hero Academia plot wise and all this stuff. But the episode doesn't really do anything. It's just a reintroduction to the characters and their personalities, and you know, their character of course, and just them showing off their quirks and how much they've improved since, you know, when we last saw them. And although that's interesting to watch and interesting these characters hang around each other again, as I like these characters, I like seeing these characters and interact with one another and seeing their quirks do cool shit, you know, I really like it. I really like seeing these characters do stuff, as they do definitely have very interesting personalities, and whenever Horikoshi decides to want to invest character development into a specific person, they tend to have a really good character development growth and character journey, and I really like seeing that. But when the first episode of the new season is just to reintroduce everything that we already knew, that we already have been thinking about for weeks on end, it just kind of is underwhelming, and I honestly don't even really need to make a video on the first episode of season 5. You can kind of skip this and not really miss out on all that much. The only reason why you would want to watch this is just to see certain characters do specific things and interact with specific characters, and just to see the characters again after not seeing them for like what, over a year, like a year and a half or something. I don't even remember when season 4 ended or whatever. I don't remember when it ended and when it started. It's been a while, obviously, but it doesn't really do anything. I don't really even need to really talk about it all that much. It was good for what it was worth, but I was kind of annoyed that it just decided to do what the previous seasons already did, and I'm not really a fan of them doing that anymore, because at this point we're 5 seasons in. We don't need to be we don't need to be told and said the same thing over and over again. We already know all this shit. We've been watching the show for 5 fucking seasons. You don't see Attack on Titan doing this kind of fucking bullshit. They didn't do that, so I don't know. It was a little weird to see them do that instead of doing something more interesting, but it wasn't that bad, you know, because like I said, I do like watching these characters and do cool stuff and be heroes and be who they are, be the characters that we know them as. I like watching them, but I was just ultimately wanting more. And from what we saw at the end of the episode, it seems like we're going to be progressing further into a lot of really heavy and deep bullshit, so that's definitely going to be interesting. I don't know what's going to really be about, because Dabi shows up at the end of the episode, and it seems like he's going to be pretty important, and same thing with Hawks in a certain specific way, and I don't know what he's doing, and if he turns out to be a villain, I'm going to be upset, because I even said during the last season when we saw him, I was like, man, this character is like really cool and everything, and it's really awesome that we have a hero like this, because he's just so laid back and chill, like in comparison to everybody else, and it's just like he was just a cool character when we saw him, even though we know very little about him. And if he turns out to be a villain, I'm gonna be upset. So that's all I really have to say. That's pretty much the episode. I thought it was okay. You don't really need to watch it, but if you do want to, just know that that's what you're gonna be expecting. It's not gonna be a whole lot, but at least you're gonna get some decent character moments. So if that's what you were wanting from this show, that's pretty much what you're gonna get. So that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys next one. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you want more. I'll see you guys next one. I'm out. Peace.